After being reincarnated as a dragon egg, the protagonist thought he would soon hatch and rule the world as a dragon. But the god told him that the egg wouldn't hatch naturally. He must defeat monsters to gain experience. And so the question arose, how could an egg with no limbs possibly attack? What's more, if the eggshell broke, it would be game over. Realizing his dire situation, the protagonist lost his balance and began rolling down a slope. Along the way, he actually learned the rolling skill, allowing him to control his direction freely. But while rolling along, he failed to notice a pit ahead, and after falling in, his HP immediately dropped by 2 points. Keep in mind, his full HP was only 5. He couldn't just sit and wait. The protagonist decided to scout his surroundings, but unfortunately, he encountered a level 3 deathworm. Its stats were twice as strong as his at level 1. The deathworm immediately attacked, and the protagonist could only use his rolling skill to flee. He knew he would be caught sooner or later. A head-on fight was impossible, so he had to resort to a dirty trick. Just then, he noticed a small cliff nearby, which gave him an idea. The poor worm fell to its death just like that. Defeating a level 3 worm allowed the protagonist to level up directly to level 5, meeting the evolution requirements. The system told him there were 2 evolution branches. He could choose between a baby dragon or a small dragon. The so-called small dragon wasn't actually tiny. It was just relatively small compared to an adult dragon. Evolving into it would grant decent stats right away. As for the baby dragon, the description only mentioned that its meat was tender and soft, and its combat ability was very low. Originally, the protagonist planned to choose the small dragon, but the god insisted he must choose the baby dragon, as this branch had high potential. Persuaded by the god, the protagonist chose the baby dragon. Although his level reset to 1, his attributes were higher than when he was a max-level dragon egg. By the next day, the protagonist's HP had fully recovered. From this point on, he truly gained the ability to survive. But before he could plan his next move, a group of old friends surrounded him. This time, the protagonist didn't run away. With his current abilities, these weak monsters were no longer a threat. The once feared deathworms became a great opportunity to farm experience. After dealing with all the worms, the protagonist reached level 15. The so-called baby dragon wasn't as weak as he had imagined. Since reaching level 25 was required for the next evolution, the protagonist began actively seeking out monsters in the forest to level up quickly. But on that very day, he heard a human scream. Out of curiosity, he went to check it out. Unexpectedly, when he arrived, he found a fellow dragon, a rock dragon from the small dragon branch, with stats nearly 5 times higher than his own. By the time he thought of escaping, the rock dragon had already spotted him.